Dalmi is perfectly in sync with Pyeong's realism and doesn't think it's rude when he's simply stating facts. Do-san, on the other hand, is aggravated at the slightest comment and thinks that they're stemming from ill intentions. Pyeong and Dalmi have similar opinions on simple everyday things, whereas Do-san often has to lie in a way that makes Dalmi think they're compatible. Do-san cannot identify himself in Pyeong's letters and cannot relate to it even if he desperately tried to. However, those letters were written years ago when Pyeong and Do-san were both teenagers at the brink of adulthood. This clearly shows that Do-san's emotional intelligence is in no way on the same level as Dalmi's. There's no doubt that Do-san grows and evolves throughout the drama, and by the end of it all, he understands maybe a part of what Dalmi. Whenever Dalmi needs any help or assistance whatsoever, whether it be in connection to Samsung Tech or not, Pyeong is also there for her. He helps her with her pitch, answers all 461 of her questions in a typed-out email, helps her grow into a competent CEO from a wide-eyed dreamer, advises her honestly about whatever she needs help with, looks out for the smallest signs of discomfort, rescues her from dire situations, and so on. However, despite all this, Pyeong doesn't demand her attention in return. He simply does what he can to make sure Dalmi is happy. Even after Dalmi has discovered the truth and Do-san has left for San Francisco, Pyeong doesn't take advantage of their past and instead allows Dalmi to understand her own emotions. In the 3 years that Do-san was gone, Pyeong never preyed on Dalmi's vulnerability to assert his presence and Do-san's absence. Pyeong doesn't want Dalmi to be hurt by the fact that the only thing that comforted her during such a difficult time of her life was fake. This is what urges him to find Do-san and make reality out of a lie. He also craves Dalmi's love, but he doesn't covet it over her happiness. If Pyeong only owned up to using a pen name to write to her, unafraid of the consequences which would have been far less severe than how they actually turned out to be. After Pyeong meets Dalmi for the first time in years, he's immediately taken by her charm. It's clear that he recognizes her spirit from the letters they shared even before recognizing her by face or name. Ever since then, he looks out for her and all he really cares about, even before realizing that he might be in love, is her happiness, which is intertwined with her grandmother's. By the time he realizes that he, too, can step up as Do-san, the real Do-san is smitten by Dalmi and shows up himself. However, that doesn't deter Pyeong from wanting to carry the situation to fruition because he simply has her best interest at heart. Pyeong doesn't seek validation for helping Dalmi, and neither does he force his feelings on her until he knows it's too late. And for what it's worth, he just wants to confess. Pyeong is Dalmi's first love, the one who helped her pull through the worst time of her life, the one who made her as bright, happy, and positive as she is, the one who is so compatible with her that she fell in love without ever seeing his face. The trust she puts into Do-san leaving her job to start a business. Do-san wants to make a misunderstanding into a reality, replace Pyeong and the memories attached to him. Pyeong wants Dalmi to be happy no matter what, even if it meant discarding his own feelings in order to maintain the illusion that Dalmi is happy in. The force of Dalmi's first love was so strong that she could immediately excuse Do-san for lying about being a hotshot CEO. And even pick Samsung Tech for her team when she realizes that while she made it as a CEO, Do-san didn't.